I slept fitfully last night, but I also slept better than I have lately. So that's a plus. The walk that we went on last night definitely helped. Isaac punked out. If anyone saw his tweet, I noticed it when I was tweeting because I never pay attention to Twitter aside from that. Um, every time we go walking, he basically starts complaining about how everything is hurting and it's too difficult and we need to stop. And I'm all like, you know how you stop hurting like that? You push yourself and you keep pushing yourself every single day you go, and eventually you're able to go further and it doesn't hurt. The only reason I ever got into walking was back when I was first losing weight in my early 20s when I decided to do Weight Watchers. Originally, I was doing Weight Watchers because another friend was doing it, and at the same time, I was thinking, wow, I would like to get into the dating world. I feel like I have, frankly, more chances if I'm a little bit thinner. And it went from that idea very quickly into I felt so much better when I was losing the weight. I felt better about myself. I felt better clothes shopping. I actually wanted pictures taken of myself. Just like, it was just so many different reasons, and I ended up doing it for myself very, very quickly. It started out with maybe people will notice me more because I was very insecure with myself to I feel better about myself and I want to do this for myself. But at any rate, I used to go out walking at night, sometime around, I would say 9 o'clock at the earliest. It was usually 10 o'clock, and I liked going out at night, especially in LA and where we were, because I would walk through the neighborhoods because I lived in the valley. I didn't live in LA, Los Angeles, as people understand Los Angeles. I lived in what is known as the San Fernando Valley, which is still part of Los Angeles County, but it's on the other side of the Sepulveda Pass. But I used to go out walking at night, and I would go through all these neighborhoods, and whenever I crossed over a large major street, I would just make sure I'd walk through neighborhoods, because I liked looking at houses. And it was even better if it was like during the holidays, because you got to see the Halloween decorations, you got to see all the Christmas decorations. And I started making a point of going out before 10 o'clock, because most people would have their auto lights shut off at 10 at the earliest, or at 11 or 12. And I wanted to make sure that I got to see everything. And that was another push for me to constantly do that, because I really like looking at it. Kind of like put me in the mood for the holidays. But anyways, I started doing that, and it was basically I started noticing that I was walking in a particular path that was really large, that ended up equaling something like a mile and a half, I want to say, or maybe 2 miles, and I would do it within an hour period. And I was like, wow, okay. And I would just do it every single night, to the point where I got into a habit where it was just my thing to do. And in the very beginning, I was younger, and we didn't really have anything like... Well, I didn't have an MP3 player, and I don't think we had MP3 players at the time. I had an anti-skip CD player that I used to keep in my pocket. That kind of worked. Then I started listening to the radio through a Walkman that I ended up being given by someone. And, I forget what I ended up graduating through when I was going through listening to things. I eventually stopped having things I was listening to, and sometimes would just walk out alone. But I ended up doing it so much that it became my big thing to do, especially for exercise, to the point where when I was living on my own before I met Isaac, I used to walk every night about 4 miles within an hour, which is probably the fastest you can get without having to break into a run. So going from that to not having gone walking at all when I moved to the East Coast, because Isaac was never used to that and we do so much stuff together, to now trying to push us back into it, because we started getting into a mode where we were doing it nightly. I'm in this house. We were getting into a mode where we were doing it nightly prior to our shower breaking down. Which, if you weren't around for that, lasted for like 2 months and was driving us nuts. Because we used to have to go and take a shower over at his parents' house. But anyways, we stopped walking during that time period, and we were starting to do it, and it was doing pretty well. We started doing the whole walking thing. Fucking hell, what am I doing with Um, and now we're trying to pick it up again, and it's just getting Isaac to the point where he can go longer than the very bare minimum that we're doing without him like complaining that he's hurting is very difficult, because we're talking about someone who's, as far as I can see, is never used to really doing exercise when he was older. I sounds like he did exercise when he was younger, like in his teens. But that was like forced walking with his mom. So now I'm having to force him into something else, and it's a challenge because he doesn't really want to do it, but we both need it for many reasons. Here, I'm gonna put that there, and I think I'm gonna do you there and you there. That lights up this room quite nicely. You were 345 out of high school and got a job at Domino's, driving out of walking, running a lot, and that type of job. Believe it or not, you went down to 235 in a year. Yeah, that's very easy to do that kind of thing. I went from being about, I want to say 300 pounds, maybe about 305 pounds when I first started losing weight through Weight Watchers, down to my lowest that I ever hit was 195. My average that I kept myself out at was about 210. And that's my happy medium that I go for. I am now, I think, back at a little over 300 again, and I'm not happy with it. I can physically feel the difference because I've been at both ends before. And I know it's not my age because we go out walking and we come back and I feel better. And I start feeling more like my old self, and I want that back. So I need to push, and the thing is, I could either go out on my own, or, which is what I'd prefer, I push Isaac to hit the point that I can hit. So I'm trying to push him into hitting that point with me, which is challenging at times. I don't know, do I want this? If I do this, I want, you know what? Let me see if this wood works over here. You just carry this wood everywhere. Your internet might be whack. Why? I mean, that happens. You could not feel or see the difference when you lost the weight. It's... I'm very, very... I don't know how you'd put it. I'm relatively in tune with myself. I can feel differences, and I'm very much aware when things are different. And I'm trying to think. Like when I used to smoke, I could tell after a while how crappy smoking was making me feel. And that was one of my driving forces to get rid of it eventually, because I couldn't breathe properly. That's the thing with Weight Watchers. You lose so much through the program. When you stop it, it comes back. You know, a lot of people it has happened to. Those are people who don't realize that Weight Watchers isn't a diet, because diets don't work. It's supposed to be a life-changing thought process. I changed how I viewed food and how I ate food. I am very much aware that a lot of what I've gained the weight back on, since I gained my weight back after keeping it off for 10 years when I moved to the East Coast, because everything that you can eat out here when you go out is so much different than my choices when I was in California. Because out here, it's, especially in Pennsylvania, it's, do you want pierogies? Which are mashed potatoes with cheese inside of a pastry that's either been fried or pan fried or deep fried or baked or whatever. It's not healthy. Their idea of salad is half the time plain old, what is it called? Not green leaf, the stuff that's basically just water. It's the boring ass salad. It's basically just plain old lettuce with very little of anything interest. There's no iceberg, thank you. There's nothing interesting about it. So I stopped ordering salads when I was going out because I hated all the salads out here, and I used to love salads. I started eating pierogies like crazy because it was something new and I really wanted to experience it constantly. Every other place I went to, it's just there was nothing, there were no healthy options that sounded remotely good. So I stopped eating all the healthy stuff. I'm very much aware of where my weight came from, and it had nothing to do with, oh, I'm no longer a Weight Watchers, because I had not been following the Weight Watchers program in over 10 years. I reestablished myself. When I cook at home, I tend to cook very healthy, unless I'm aiming to be all like, fuck this, I'm putting cream and stuff in this. Like the big ziti I made for his parents, that was not healthy. It was fantastic. And I got the basic concept for it from Food Wishes YouTube channel, Chef John. Look him up if you ever need to. He's fucking amazing. By the way, I swear by Chef John on Food Wishes, Seungkyung Longest, and Mangchi. Seungkyung does all types of Asian. Mangchi focuses on Korean. But Chef John just does everything. And yeah, no, they're all. I think I can make this work. This is gonna be weird. Like, how do you make this fit now without using move objects? You can't. I mean, it could work. But yeah, it's yours came from one large portion, meals too close to bed because you'd starve yourself at work. Yeah, that can end up doing it. Me, I can tend to eat quite a lot. So what I had learned when I was doing Weight Watchers, because I have such a massive appetite and because I eat so quickly, was I do best when I bulk out with vegetables. I learned to really love vegetables when I was doing Weight Watchers on my own. And that's been like my godsend because I'm in absolute love with vegetables now. Isaac I have to struggle with because he'll finish dinner, he'll say he's fine, I'll turn around and look at his plate and he will have tried to move his vegetables around and not eat them, and I'm all like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't particularly like how this looks. Like, the reason why I don't like this is because if I did something like this, move objects on, and if I did like this, I could practically merge it in and then it looks like it's part of it. But the problem is if for some reason, if anyone ended up entering the design career and ended up having to work in this house, they'd be instantly ixnayed from this home. Because this would not count as a functional bar. Because it's overlapping. Keep disconnecting from chat. It sucks, and I know that feel. And eating because it tastes good. You have a habit of eating large portions, eating because it tastes good, which is why I do vegetables. Because I also learned, just by learning how to cook, that just because it's a vegetable dish and because it's healthy does not mean it has to be boring. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are all like, oh, it's vegetables, they're just so tasteless and boring. Learn to make them fun and tasty. Like, basic, like, grilled veggies very quickly with a little bit of olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, done. Like, add in an herb. It's just, it's amazing how you don't need butter. Like, you don't need a shit ton of olive oil. You just need a little bit of it. It's just enough to, like, give it a flavor, give it a coating. My go-to, like I did last night, was I made us a pasta dish with a ton of vegetables and some chicken. Was the only sauce was basically, I had a bunch of diced up tomatoes in there that, like, kind of broke down and made their own, like, very light tomato sauce in a way. They mostly carried their flavor through, but it was just olive oil, herbs, and garlic. Can't stand olive oil? Learn to like it! You don't need olive oil. I mean, there's a ton of different types. But, I mean, I need to turn off the move objects. It's gonna drive me nuts. Move objects off. Alright. Let me try doing something that doesn't mess with this. Actually, let me keep one of these just in case. There's a decor thing for the back wall that looks like a bar. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Coconut oil is good. See, I don't like the flavor of coconut necessarily, so I've never really tried it, but I have a feeling I'm probably, like, overjudging it. I just stay away from it. One day I'll probably try it. It's the same with avocado oil. I like avocados, but I keep looking at it and going, wow, that looks like it's overpriced unnecessary stuff. But I'd probably like it, and it probably has little to no flavor. I mean, honestly, vegetable oil is not that bad for you either. Like, a lot of people just are taught that vegetable oil is bad for you. It's bad in large quantities when used to fry things. It's not that bad overall. It's how you work with the stuff. This feels little. Or am I thinking canola oil? I think I'm thinking canola oil. You know, the stuff that they don't call rapeseed oil because it sounds bad. Like, just slightly. But let me see. See, like this too. It's like, oop. I'm very much aware of how this looks right now. Interesting. Just go here. Apparently avocado oil isn't very good for you. So you've heard. I'd have to look that up, but I just don't do it. I just stick with olive oil because it works with so much stuff. If I want to use an oil that doesn't flavor something, like you don't use olive oil, obviously, in like baking, you use vegetable oil. I don't care. The one thing I learned from my mom a long time ago is, and I do stick by it because Weight Watchers is all like, oh yeah, you can substitute this and this and this if you're going to bake something like a cake or whatever. My mom was always big at baking, and the one thing she said is, if you're going to spend time making a cake or a dessert, why are you going to put so much effort into replacing this stuff that makes it so good? You might as well just accept what it is and make it as it's meant to be. So that's kind of how I view baking. Kind of like the way this looks. I don't like it like that. Excuse me. Never substitute. Yeah, I don't substitute for baking. Not unless I'm trying to do something different. Like I'm trying to make a muffin, a particular type of muffin. That's also why I made the scones that I made twice, and I love them, and I stopped making them because I didn't want them to be a habit, because that was... Oh, God. That would have been way too much fatness for us to be having too often. Because the scones were really good, and we went through them way too quickly. Why do I feel like that one over there could... Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It's not bad, though. You can even keep that wood style. It looks a little better. Damn it. Because I was originally thinking of trying to put, like, shelves here, but at the same time, it's like, what would I put on them? I think, honestly, putting the lights there is one of the best things I could do. Question is, how tacky does that look? Probably not tacky at all. I think I'm overthinking it. You haven't baked in so long because you know you'd be the only one eating the end result. So what? Sometimes it's the best. No one to share it with. Get the fuck away from your baking. It's like, ooh, that looks good. Can I have some? No, get your own. That is unnecessary. That rug is very unnecessary. Like, I like that rug. This is a home. It doesn't need to look like it has to be non-slip for a job. Would we actually stick a rug behind here, though? I actually don't think we'd put a rug around here at all. At most, we probably have a large rug here. Around all the seats. And I could easily just go boop. There. If I wanted a bunch of seating area around here, and I could easily just take these guys.
Mushroom.
Oh, Molten Fred Boy, thank you for the follow. It doesn't look tacky, just lonely until you get the rest of the stuff placed in. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. You don't know if your messages are being sent or not, so you're going to switch devices. Probably not. I don't think it was. Yeah, I saw your boss and oof saying here Wolver. And then, for fuck's sake, I keep disconnecting. You have this awesome cheese biscuit recipe that you and your family do at Christmas time. So yum. I've heard about cheese biscuit recipes that people have done. I've never really done one. I have been a little curious about them, though. Like, I could do this. I kind of feel like this is a little... I kind of want to keep... everything a little open. Maybe like that. Let me see. Side tables. I don't want side tables like this. That's out there. You accidentally double click the follow. Just click it again. You made vegan chocolate brownies. You're happy with life. I had vegan chocolate brownies that were no-bake once, and it made me hate everything. And everyone who had made them, they were like, they're so good. And I'm like, they taste like dirt. They did. They fucking did. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure yours are good, Josie. I'm trying to keep this as open as possible for general flow through. At the same time, it's like, I don't want to put that table everywhere because it's overkill. I kind of like them like, fuck. Kind of like them like this. Let's get a coffee table. Because it reminds me of like a cigar type club, like an old gentleman's club. How old is your phone? Maybe like 3 years. No, these ones are amazing. They're just as caloric as normal ones. No, that's why I said you're probably but much better off with yours than the ones that I had. Look, the ones I had were at a birthday party, and the people were a little hippie hipstery, and they were all standing around. They were like, literally, one of them sounded like this: "We made some no-bake chocolate vegan bars, and it uses all natural and organic ingredients. They're amazing." And people, and everyone's like, oh my god, they're so good. Oh, yum, yum, yum. And I was with my ex at the time, and he took one, and he was all like, these are really good, guys. And he walked me out to the balcony where no one else was, because everyone was standing around proclaiming how amazing they were. And he told me to try it, and he just smiled at me, and I was like, why? What's it like? And he said, try it. And I was all like, it sounds horrible. He's like, try it. So I tried it, and I just stared at him. I was like, why does it taste like dirt? He's all like, and grass. Because they put, it was a chocolate mint, and they put raw mint leaves in there. And it was a no bake, so the rawness of the leaf came through. You know, you can use Avo Yo make them. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just, these were disgusting. Like, and they couldn't get over the fact that they thought that they were the most amazing people ever who made these things. And I was just like, like, no. I'm so anal retentive on where these are located right now. There. I'm so ew nasty. Yeah, they were not good. They were horrible. I fucking hated them. They were so bad that my ex quietly hid whatever was left of the brownie in the potted plant outside. He kind of made a little hole, and he just gently put it in upside down. And that was the story of our amazing no-bake vegan bread that I didn't make. Please don't spread the story that I made that. I swear to God. Great fertilizer. I mean, it was no bake. No egg vegan brownie. Yeah. Fucking disgusting. Here, you. I don't like. I do like this wood, and at the same time I don't. It needs to be more pale. There we go. And now you mix with this one. There you go. So glad you could spread your love. I want to put a coffee table in the middle here. At the same time, I don't know how I feel about the couch. Like, that looks a little better. I think. Try to figure out a plant to put in the corner without it being this over the top one. Because we're assuming this is going to be a plant area. Maybe with a bench and a coffee table or something here. Like, before I forget. I want like a rattan bench, and we know we have one. It's probably a miscellaneous comfort item. Because we saw this before, and we went nuts. Because we put it in Samantha's hotel, and we didn't realize that we had it. And someone was like, no, there's one in. I know there's one here. Like, that's not good. Fucking hell. I know there's like this. We'll fix that. We're gonna fix that, and we'll get like a nice end table thing. Nice is an operative word. So we're gonna get, no, not like that. We need, where the fuck is the rattan coffee table? So we know there's one. There it is. That's gonna be in there. All right. Seems like a little much. I mean, I could also get rid of this guy. No, it looks weird. Is it too much seating for the seating room? Or maybe if it faces the opposite direction of the kitchen. Maybe I put too much effort into like making everything work for the kitchen. And I should just do it over here. Have a cigar. God fucking. Pip pip. We need windows. Yeah, I'm gonna chop. Oh my god. Let me see if there's another window I can get that works. Something that goes in between. Oh god, no. Like, yeah, not centered enough. Oh god, too big. I mean, this place reminds me of a gentleman's club right now, and I love it for that aesthetic. Like, I was low-key thinking, oh my god, these would be amazing, and at the same time, so horrible. Like, they're not centered, and it upsets me. Now pull the center of the room. I mean, there have been people who have modded those into the game. See, it's, oh, you know why it's not centered? Because I didn't center the fucking counters. No matter what, we're fucked. Like, and here's the thing: I really need more windows on the house. So, because it looks like a house that it's all like where someone was all like, I don't like sunlight. Please stop making it come inside. Here. We'll get a nice, because this is how light this room is, and it's dark over here, and I want to fix that. God, no. This thing's massively huge. But at the same time, that might be what we're going to use. I mean, I could always get one of these. My only problem is how bright these things end up being. It looks like medieval Europe when windows were text. What? Oh, taxed. Oh god, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. Tap top. I have a chandelier right in the middle here. Oh my god, that would be fucking amazing though. Just fucking chandelier right in the middle. At the same time, I think it's amazing like that. It's on that one. Okay. Come here. Such a pain to get the chandelier. I probably got the chair. No, I got the chandelier. There, it doesn't look like shit anymore. Actually, it does look like shit. It really needs to have this. Yeah, that's fine. Reminds you of a lawyer's lounge? Good. That's exactly what I was kind of hoping for. It's that kind of idea. Lawyer's lounge, old school gentleman's club, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I was going for the seating room. And yeah, wine bar like is another thing. Anything along those lines is what I was aiming for. I mean, I could always put lamps here and just be like the table lamps that are over the top. Here, like where the fucking like these ones. Oh my goodness, chat. This is beautiful and amazing. We just get rid of this. Oh my god. Do we like that better? I kind of do. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Is that beautiful? I mean, we don't really need more lights over here anyways with that. It's not super lit up over here in the corner, but I don't mind. It's lit up enough. It's cozy. That's what matters. And then you have the kitchen looking like this. How do the Sims navigate in this kitchen? This kitchen's a nightmare. What the fuck happened in here? Do you see this? Do you see this bullshit? God, what the fuck was that? There. I actually like the way the kitchen turned out. Okay, now they can navigate around this kitchen. There's no sink! I just realized there's no sink in the kitchen. Oh my god. Alright, here. No, it's too... Where do we want the sink? Like right there. It's fine. Right there. Right there is good. I feel like it's got good everything there. Should they have an old-time espresso machine? I feel like they should have an espresso machine like this. They should have one out here. There, an espresso machine. Like, why is their life like this? Because espresso machine. Poltergeist to the kitchen? What? Oh, because of the Repetti chopper. Buy the book food processor. We'll put the Repetti chopper here. I mean... Here, we'll use this one, because we never use this one. We'll make it... less... Looks a little like mine. Not quite, but it's close enough. All right. And we have the espresso maker out here. Do we want plants out here? I don't feel like I want to put much in the way of plants out here as much as I would love to put more plants. However... Curtain? Oh. about blinds? Ugh. Remember when the blinds actually worked? Just... Ah. You notice how the kitchen has, like, no windows? Fucking hell. This is gonna be those windows that are painted like this on the inside, the outside's all white. There. Now they match. Matchy. Here. I'm supposed to be switching games in a second. I didn't want to do this for that long. But I mean, it's coming along. This house is taking forever, is all I have to say. Oh. The tiny curtains. We can't have real curtains in the kitchen. You gotta have small ones. And, like, the curtain options are seriously lacking, and I sometimes need to, like, double check and, like, get some new ones. Actually, come to think of that, I'm gonna regret doing this because I'm not gonna find anything, am I? The Sims3.com. Sims building is chill. It is chill. That's the whole point. Store content. Build and buy. I'm gonna look at this. It's gonna be all like, congratulations. Here's the ugly ass curtains you can buy. And I'll be like, oh boy. It's under decor. Decor. That's curtains and blinds. Oh. Like, can you have some normal ones? Do-it-yourself curtain. This one's too big. Look at the shutters. Those are cute. They probably only work with one window that you have to download from the store. The Hot Hip Curtain Collection does not work at all with those blinds. The Shades of Heart could, because you can actually, like, retexture that one. The Colossal Curtain just sounds like it. Actually, some of these curtains are kind of cute. I'd have to look at them. But nothing like what I'd want right now. Who has curtains like what? You mean where they drape like a piece of cloth across the window and they're like, ta-da. Lots of people. Yeah. Anyways. Let me see. See, simple shade. Look how long this is. I don't even know what window that goes for. I think it goes for one of the really large stored-like windows. Like, this kind of works, except it clips into the counter. That's why we don't do it. You know the other thing I don't like? The fact that you can't move the curtains up and down on the wall. And I think there's a mod that actually changes that. But I'm gonna worry about those curtains later. Because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fuck them up. Oh, you know what we need in here? Oh boy, we need some good, like, stereo music. I never use this one anymore. There you go, chaps. Put another one of these here. We just have this table here and this one here. Don't need a table there. Look at this fucking large ass thing. Like, back when stereos were this big. Oh my god. Like, normally I would put like an old phonograph or something in here, but at the same time, it's like I've used those way more than I've used these ones. That's too modern. No, that's too much fun. This is a distinguished club. Say good man, put on some Johnny Ray. Chip chip. Oh, it's life of the party. Oh. You know what it needs? It needs some proper, like, 70s wood text paneling. There you go. That actually looks good. That actually looks pretty good. Hold on. Let's get a mirror. I don't want a mirror. I want pictures. I want pictures on this wall. No, I use those too much. Proper fish. Proper fishing pictures. Chip chip cheerio. What kind of picture would a distinguished gentleman's club have? Oh, it's a good oh wait, no, that's a haunted one. Because I think this changes depending on day or night. Look. Does it? And a mirror to check on your stash. You're the bunny. No. Hey, this looks like proper. No, that doesn't look proper enough. Put a wheel. Any proper, like, these kind of pictures. It's like, that was a good farmhouse that great-grandfather first grew up in before he came into his fortune. It's Gladstone. Or is that The Liar? What is this one? Gladstone's Lament, the frustration of a populace that could not accept you for who you are, despite the exceeding amount of love received by others. Gladstone Keeperton was adored and feared all at once. A twin tragedy, an artistic representation depicting but one of many losses in Angela's life. Oh. That there was the good thunderstorm that took down the ranch. Cheerio. No, yeah, just up this here. It's fine. Hey, look, another landscape picture. Why do these all look the same? Yes. The thunderstorm reminds you of the weather at Ho. At Ho? Oh, home. Reminds you of the weather at Ho. Like, what is wrong with you? These little pictures we could put up individually. I need to do something with these pictures and get more variations in them. Like these ones. Actually, these ones too, because you can go through with the right program, and I have the program for it, and you can change out all the pictures in the paintings. It's just taking the time to do it. But I can go in and make a new object, and I can edit it. And I think it's possible to take it where when you do like this, and you do the variations, each variation's a different picture. It allows for a lot more options. And then if any of those kind of things that I do, I upload to the MediaFire account that I have like pinned in our Discord, so that if anyone likes them, you can just go and grab them. All the custom-made stuff that I have for Angela and Samantha is in that MediaFire Discord. And I try to name them in a way that it's easy to figure out what you're looking for. Like this one, the Wraith of Thalman, because it's Wraith of Thalman, that one's up there. Oh, it's a car! You had a pretty drenching rain last night. Ugh. Graham's large digital picture. Grilled cheese painting. I'm sorry, what? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a painting of grilled cheese. This obviously needs to be in the kitchen. Oh my god. I want the grilled cheese painting somewhere. There. Painting just dedicated to grilled cheese. Damn straight. Morning sharp, Teddy. Look at our cigar lounge. We're not gonna stop doing that. We need to stop. Izzy's gonna come in and he's gonna be all like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" We could at least put some stuff on this, but I don't have anything to put here yet. Nothing that I want to put. So this area is going to be completely dedicated to a bunch of different plants. This is going to become like a sunroom with a bunch of plants. I'll probably put a little bookcase in here for reading or something, even though we're technically are going to have our own study. I want something here. I think it'd be cute. Let me actually see. What do I have that would work? It's got to be a singular bookcase. No. I mean, it's open enough as I want it. I may not find anything that actually works in here. Technically, this does. Sort of. Okay, maybe we won't. Why don't we have a wine rack anywhere in this house? Oh, because we were going to do a cellar that we never did. Oh my god, we were actually going to do a cellar and we forgot. Oh well. I mean, do we really need a cellar? Honestly. No. Bathroom. Still haven't done that. Anyways, so this house is gorgeous so far. I've been trying to not use custom-made content other than some plants that are in here at the moment. There's some Sims 3 store items, but there's no custom content. I like the way this house is turning out. I think it's fucking fantastic and gorgeous. God, these windows look weird here, but that's fine. Like, we needed some more windows on the house, and this added to it just enough. But yeah, no, it's looking pretty fucking fantastic. I have no idea. It's gonna look so much more epic than this one over here, and that's fine. I just want this to be the rich end of the neighborhood. Like, this is where you aspire to be. One day Loretta will own this home and she will kick out whoever's in it. This house looks gorgeous. It's fucking amazing. It came out from an idea that we had for a house, and it kind of went off on its own path, and it just became this.